Hey guys, welcome to the channel CK Tech. So today in this video, I'm going to tell you how to download and install CentOS operating system into Oracle VirtualBox. If you don't know about the Oracle VirtualBox, I dropped the link in the description. Kindly watch the video before watching this. Now, CentOS. CentOS, if we expand the name, it is called Community Enterprise Operating System, or it is also called as CentOS Linux because it belongs to one of the Linux distributions. And also, this operating system is free of cost. You don't need to purchase this operating system. You can simply download it from the internet. Apart from this, CentOS also provide open source community support. That means if you're facing any troubleshoot related issues or any other issues, not only the people who belong to CentOS organization, but also people who work with CentOS can provide the solution for your problem because it is an open source community. And we have two strong reasons why we are going to work with CentOS operating system in our upcoming videos. The first one is it is free of cost, as I said earlier. And the second reason is despite this operating system is currently not in usage in the real-time environment, CentOS is the reflection of the RHEL operating system, which is called Red Hat Enterprise Linux. And the versions we are using is 6.9 and 7. Mostly we're going to work with CentOS 7, but in some videos we are also going to work with 6.9. Also, we are not only going to work with CentOS, but also we're going to work with RHEL in our upcoming videos. Now, let's see how to download this operating system. Open your browser, and here in the Google search bar, type CentOS 7. Now, this one is the official website of the CentOS. Don't go into that website. Just scroll down and find a word called FTP, which is nothing but file transfer protocol, next to HTTPS in a website. So click on this link. So here you might see there are multiple download links are available, but we have to go with this link, CentOS 7 86 architecture 64-bit DVD 2009 version .iso file. Click on this link. Now here you can see the file is being downloaded. It might take few minutes to complete. As you can see, the download has successfully completed. Now let's see how to install CentOS operating system into Oracle VirtualBox. This is the VirtualBox. Now click on New here in order to add the operating system into Oracle VirtualBox. Give the name of the operating system, which is CentOS in our case. See, the moment when I typed CentOS in the name bar, here the logo has been generated automatically as well as the type has been changed to Linux because CentOS is one of the Linux distributions. For example, let's type Windows. So here I typed Windows and here the Windows logo has been generated and the type has been changed to Microsoft Windows. And these are the different versions available. You can select based on your requirement. Now let's type SUSE Linux. SUSE is also one of the operating system and this is the logo of the SUSE and this is also one of the Linux distributions. That's why the type is Linux here. Now let's type Solaris. Solaris is also one of the operating system. The moment when I type Solaris, here the Solaris logo has been generated and the type has been changed to Solaris because this Solaris has been developed by Oracle, which is why this Solaris is not one of the Linux distributions. Now let's go back to CentOS. See, you might have noticed one thing. This is not the CentOS logo. This is a Red Hat logo. If you want to cross check, let's type Red Hat here. See, the moment when I typed Red Hat, this logo hasn't changed. Means this logo belongs to Red Hat. Then why even if I type CentOS here, it's showing the Red Hat logo here? Because as I said earlier, CentOS is the reflection of Red Hat, which is why Oracle VirtualBox recognizing CentOS is a Red Hat operating system. Also, in the year 2014, the CentOS officially joined Red Hat family. That is also one of the reasons. Now click next. Here you find there are two options available, base memory and processors. Base memory is nothing but virtual RAM. So here by default the virtual RAM is 2048 MB, which is nothing but 2 GB, and I'm keeping it as it is. I'm not changing it because 2 GB is more than enough for me. And here coming to the processors, I'm selecting only one processor because I have only one CPU. Click next and here you will find the virtual hard disk. By default the virtual hard disk is 20 GB and I'm not changing anything here because 20 GB is enough for me. If you want to change based on your requirement, you just type here or you can just drag this pointer forward or backward. Now click next and click finish. Now navigate your cursor towards the CentOS tab, right click here, go to settings and here in the general, go to advanced And here you will find there are two options available: share to clipboard, drag and drop. And these two options are actually used to share the data from one operating system to another operating system. If you just toggle down the share to clipboard here, you will find there are three options available: host to guest, guest to host, and bidirectional. So here host is nothing but host operating system, which is nothing but a physical operating system, and my host operating system is Windows. And guest operating system is nothing but whatever the operating system that you are going to install virtually into Oracle VirtualBox. That operating system is called guest operating system. So here my guest operating system is CentOS. So if you want to share the data from Windows operating system to CentOS operating system, or if you want to share the data from CentOS operating system to Windows operating system, or if you want to share the data from CentOS operating system to Windows operating system, as well as from Windows operating system to CentOS operating system, then you can select bidirectional. So I am selecting bidirectional here. Also in the drag and drop, toggle down, select bidirectional. So here drag and drop is nothing but with the help of a mouse cursor, you can select one file in the operating system and drag that file into another operating system. And if you want to do the vice versa, then select bidirectional. So that's it. In the general settings, you don't need to change anything. Now go to system settings. Here there are multiple boot devices available. So you just uncheck the floppy and that's all. You don't need to do anything. And come to the pointing devices here. Select USB multitouch tablet. You can select these options based on the type of the device you are using and type of the device you want to run an operating system. And I am using a computer, which is why I selected USB multitouch tablet. Now go to display settings. Here you don't need to change anything. Now come to storage settings. Now here you have to mount the .iso file which we have downloaded earlier. Now navigate your cursor towards the empty here. Click over that empty and also navigate your cursor towards this disk icon. Choose the file from the disk and I have chosen. That's it. And you don't need to do anything in the storage settings. Go to audio settings. Don't need to change and come to network settings here. In the first adapter here, select bidirectional and go to advanced. In the Prometheus mode, select allow all. Means you are allowing all traffic into your machine with the help of the local network. That's it. You don't need to change anything in the network settings. Now go to serial ports. Don't need to change. USB, nothing to do here. Shared folders, no modifications to be done. And coming to user interface, keep it as it is. No need to change. Now click OK. Now again navigate your cursor towards the CentOS tab and go to start. Click normal start. Might take a few minutes. So before we going to start the installation, just go to view here and select scalable mode so that you can adjust the screen as you wish. Now you can see there are three options available here. The first one is install CentOS 7 and second one is test the media and install CentOS 7 and third one is troubleshooting. Out of these three options, select the second option because it is quite obvious that any file which has been downloaded from internet can be affected with the virus or it might be corrupted. So I recommend you to verify this file before you start installing the operating system. Now let's do it. So here you can see the file is being verified. Now the verification has been successfully completed. Installation is being started. So as you can see here, you can select the language. So I'm selecting English. So continue. Now go to date and time. Click on here. Now you don't need to manually select the time here. Just pinpoint your country of region. Then automatically this time will be changed. Now click done. Now go to keyboards. So here also you can change the language of the keyboard. So here if you press the plus symbol here, you will find various languages available for your keyboard. So I'm just keeping it English. So I'm not changing anything here. Click done. Now come down. Here in the software, select installation source here. Now just make sure here auto detected installation media is selected because this option will automatically detect your .iso file. Now click done and go to software selection here. So this one is very important. So you have to select the software based on your requirements. Let's say for example, if you want only basic features to be installed in the operating system, then you can simply select minimal install. And also it consumes very less storage. Now, if you are installing the operating system for servers, then you just click servers with GUI, which is nothing but graphical user interface. Now here in the add-ons, select what type of server it is, whether it is an email server, whether it is an FTP server, or it is any other service. So based on the type of server this operating system to be installed, you have to select that server. Let's say for example, if I have an email server and that email server has to be installed with an operating system, then I have to check this box. Or for example, if my server is an FTP server and I want an operating system to be installed for that server, then I have to click FTP. So here you have to select the type of server where your operating system to be installed. But here I'm going to select GNOME desktop. So GNOME desktop is also one of the desktop, just seems like a Windows desktop, where in the Windows you will find icons on one side and taskbar on the other side. In the same way, this operating system will also contain certain GUI, but we don't work with the GUI. Of course, I just want you to show how the desktop will be in the operating system. That is the only intention, but we only work with the command line terminal. And also I don't any other features to be added here, so I'm just leaving it unchecked. Now click done and scroll down, go to installation destination. This one is very important because here we can manually assign storage for various directories. Also we can fix the file system for that directories, which is nothing but logical volume management, which is a very important topic that we are going to see in our upcoming videos. But for now I wanted to be assign the storage automatically, so I'm just selecting this option and click done. Now make sure this kdump file is enabled. Here kdump is nothing but kernel dump. For example, if your computer or server crash down, and the kdump file will store the crash reports in it, and these crash reports will be helpful for the troubleshooting, because in that crash reports we can find the information like what is the reason for the crash of the server or a computer. So this file is very important and you have to make sure that kdump is enabled here. Now click done. Now go to network and hostname. Here you can see there is a default host name localhost.local domain. Remember, this is one of the important interview question. Interviewer will ask you what is the default host name. So you have to say the default host name is localhost.local domain. So this is changeable. If you want to change the host name, you can change. So I'm changing this host name to localhost. So apply. Also, we have to configure the network. So click configure here and go to general. Make sure this option is enabled. Automatically connect to the network when it is available. So whenever you start operating system, it will automatically connect it to your local network. So this is your connection name and you don't need to change anything here unless and until if you want to give the IP address static. For example, here I have assigned DHCP, Dynamic Hostname Configuration Protocol, means it will automatically assign me an IP address, a gateway, and it will also assign subnet mask to me. Or if you want to give your own IP address and subnet mask as well as gateway, then you have to select manual here. So once you select manual and click here add, and here you can give your own IP address. Also here you can give the net mask and here you can give the gateway. So this is how you will manually assign the address, net mask and gateway, and also assign the DNS server here. So that's it. If once you add it, just click save here. But for now I don't want to add the static IP address. I'm changing it to DHCP. Now just save, and once you save, here you will find this is the IP address of the operating system, and this is the subnet mask, and this is the default route. Also, this is the DNS. These things are arranged automatically since we have selected DHCP. If you have selected static IP address, which I have shown earlier, then IP address will be assigned based on what type of IP address you have given. Also, the subnet mask will be assigned what type of subnet mask you have given here. The default route will be assigned based on the type of default route you have given. Also, the DNS will be assigned based on what DNS you have given. So this is how you need to configure the network before you begin installation. Now click done. Now you don't need to change anything in the security policy, just keep it as it is and begin the installation. So here the installation has begun. So here there is a root password and also username. Now you have to create the root password here. Select and give the root password. So that's it. Click done and create the user. It is not necessary. If you want to create the user, you can. So I'm creating mine. You can give whatever the name it is, it doesn't matter. So I'm giving CentOS for full name as well as for the username, and make this username as an administrator. Now give the password for this user. That's it. You don't need to change anything here. Now click done. So that's it. We have assigned the root password as well as we have created the user. Now let's wait for the installation to complete. Seems like the CentOS operating system has been successfully installed and performing some post installation setup tasks. Let's wait a bit. So the post installation setup has been successfully completed. Okay, that's it. Installation has been successfully completed. Now click the reboot to restart the operating system. Now here we have to accept the license. Click done. And in the network and hostname, there is nothing you need to change because we already configured it, and click finish configuration. Now here we have already added a user. The username is CentOS. Now let's log into this operating system using this username. So that's it. We have successfully logged in. So this is how the GNOME desktop looks like. It seems very big. Now we have to change the resolution. Just a moment. Now this is the welcome page. Click next. Next. Also click next. And for now, I'm not going to connect for any online platforms. I'm just skipping it for now. Now click on the start using CentOS Linux. So this is the overall operating system. And here, if you go to the left top corner, there you will find some applications available which are inbuilt and third-party applications. And if you right click here, there is a terminal. Here terminal is nothing but command prompt, just like in Windows. Open this terminal. So this is how the terminal looks like. We can perform multiple operations here, just like writing commands or shell scripting, where we can create usernames, passwords, and creating the file permissions and creating the policies for SE Linux. So everything can be done in this terminal. So we are going to work with this terminal in our upcoming videos, which are going to be very interesting. Now click on the home directory here. So here there are multiple other directories available, documents, downloads. Also, if you go to other locations, click on computer, and here you will find all system related directories and its files are available in this path. So that's all from this video. If you think this video is valuable to you, please like, share and subscribe. Also put the bell icon on so whenever I upload a new video, you will receive the notifications. So we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.